And welcome back! Back on the train. Yeah, this feels like an action movie or something. Yeah, I hope the shaking doesn't look too bad in the capture. I really have no way of knowing until after the fact, so... Yeah, and this is another level that has a bunch of these guys that use the sniper rifle. And also... Jaden does that, so you don't block all the shots. Alright, so here's the first one. Like, you have to turn off these... You have to turn these off so that you don't get electrocuted when you try to walk across there. And still, walking across it is still a pain in the ass. Okay, so now there's going to be a bunch of guys showing up. Yeah, that's the Force Lightning. I love it. It does take up a lot of force power, but... it doesn't look nearly as impressive here, but once we get to Hoth, like, oh boy, this is one of my favorite powers to use. The Force Choke is Force Choke is also pretty good, and the Force Choke is actually very good in like one-on-one fights. Oh yeah, by the way, sorry, there's 3PO.
Oh dear, I'm doomed.
Yeah, I don't know who that guy is. I'm not sure if Dominic Armato is in this. He might not be. But yeah, Cam Clark is in this a whole lot more. He's one of the Imperial officers, and then he's that guy at the Academy who's going to say... Actually, I think it's possibly... Maybe it's maybe in the next cutscene. I'm not actually sure. Okay, I think there's one of those... Oh, there was a guy up there. But I can't see him. I can't see him! Oh no, yeah, there's the... Oh, crap. Okay, we took care of the bowcaster guy. Ooh. Alright, that took care of him. Yeah, that's the other thing, because you got guys who can basically kill you with a single shot. So that kind of sucks. Alright, and now I gotta take care of this asshole. I haven't gotten into the lightsaber arm wrestling part yet, but that took care of it. Oh yeah, and there's actually a part here I think you can actually trick one of those guys into killing themselves. It comes very, very late though, so... Well, we'll see. We'll see it. I feel like I didn't kill everybody in here. That's weird. Okay. Ah, there's a guy on the roof trying to kill me. Let's see here. Oh yeah, there's a guy. Yeah, the regular blaster is actually very, very useful.
Do you read? I read you, John.
John? What kind of name is that? This is Star Wars. Hey, blew him up. I love that this guy's just waiting around here.
How can I get through there?
Well, actually, it's very easy. Wait a minute. I don't know if it's just difficulty setting, or maybe this game is a little bit different, but everything's a little easier to hit in this, I feel like, compared to Jedi Outcast, because that's the thing I remembered when I played Jedi Outcast for the first time. It's just like how I kept running out of ammo, because I kept shooting at enemies and kept not hitting anything. That's weird. Yeah. And yeah, Battle for Endor. Ah, Kyle's being a psychopath there. Oh, I missed. How did I do that? I am actually playing this window, so... Yeah. My favorite thing is, as you progress, your force blocking gets way, way better. So one of my favorite things to do in the later levels is sometimes like the stormtroopers just keep shooting at you and then they'll like kill themselves. Oh! Okay, that was dumb. I forgot that there was a Rhodian with a sniper rifle there. Okay. How do I get down from here? Ooh, I forgot about this. I took a little bit of damage there. Oh yeah, this is another thing you gotta be careful about. Like, don't, you know, if you heal up and you use up all your force power, then don't try to force jump. I made that mistake before. That guy's dead. Okay, I think that's a tram that has a few Dark Jedi waiting for me.
Kyle, there's a bomb on the tram.
Disarm it quickly. We're about to enter a heavily populated area.
Okay, that went a bit badly, I thought.
Oh, that wasn't so bad. Okay, mission accomplished.
Yeah, mission accomplished. Sure, it was that easy.
Bad news, Jade. The tram is speeding up. I think they're going to ram it into the station. You have to get to the control room and stop that train.
That seems to imply like you have a time limit, but actually you don't. But I think that the bomb, if you keep fighting that guy for too long, like it will actually blow up. Yeah. Yeah, the weak way was the guy that was trying to push Luke onto the plank when they were going to be thrown to the Sarlacc in Return of the Jedi. I love that Sarlacc pit scene. It's one of my favorite scenes in Star Wars, period. Oh, God! Whoa, that was bad. I kept missing. Okay, and this guy, actually... So this guy, if you keep shooting at him, you can actually... I think you can actually make him, like... I think you can actually make him, like, fall off the train. Or maybe I screwed it up. I got distracted because of that guy. Oh, I actually... Okay, did not mean to do that. I accidentally killed him with my dinky little pistol. And actually, I don't think you'd even need to kill those guys. If you just go up here and press the button, the level ends.
Academy.
All right, now we go back to the
Look,
cat.
Jaden, I know better than almost anyone here that the dark side.
Yeah,
is
he keeps warning me about the dark side because I have 1 point more on the dark than the light, but this absolutely does not mean anything. It's in the second to final level where you actually choose whether to go to the light or the dark side.
Someone sliced into my personal records and accessed some highly sensitive data about places where I felt a strong connection to the Force. Places like Cloud City, Hoth, and Biss.
What could they get from that besides a tour?
Something nasty.
Yeah, fucking Rush, smartass.
Saw was somehow used to drain the residual Force power from the Masasi Temple.
Drain the Force? How can anyone do that?
Yeah, there's Cam Clark. Drain the Force? How can anybody do that?
That could absorb and store Force energy.
Those people Jaden saw.
Those
may have
dang
discovered
holocrons, always containing a lot of dangerous information. Oh, there's a pair of really attractive Twi'leks in the background.
So what are we gonna do?
We'll have to investigate any locations from my records. That includes all of you students. Corin, you're going to Wayland. Kyle, I need you to look at the Valley of the Jedi.
Valley of the Jedi. That was in the previous games.
Real action.
Oh, there's the blonde girl. I think I've actually played as her in one of these as well.
You worry too much, Jaden. I bet that these cult guys can't take on a Jedi.
Well, we're not Jedi yet. We're just students.
You may be just students, but you're both well on your way. So don't rush it.
Jaden.
Yeah, don't rush it. Oh yeah, this is one of the reasons I really love the Hoth level is also because you get a unique outfit for it.
So I doubt the cult has been there. Don't stay too long. The Imperial remnant may still be operating in the area.
No problem.
And
That's
yeah,
everyone.
Rush is not coming back from Biss, so that's a little spoiler that we're going to be going there.
Call me if you need any help.
Yeah, that cutscene is actually way funnier when you play as a girl Yeah, the disgusted, like, shoulder nudge, like, don't touch me. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is one of my... This might be my favorite level of the game. I might actually go so far as to say that. It is one of the longer levels, because there's basically two phases to it. There's the outside and then the inside when you go to the Rebel base. Yeah, I just love Hoth. Even in freaking Rogue Squadron, which is the worst Star Wars game ever made, like, you know... Okay, that's a little much. Super Star Wars is... I mean, Super Empire Strikes Back is still the worst one. Yeah. I have a bias for ice levels in general, though, because I'm Finnish. I mean, that's the thing. The Hoth scene is my favorite scene in Empire Strikes Back as well. And you get to ride a Tauntaun. That's the other thing. Yeah, this is my favorite level.
Nothing. Was Master Skywalker wrong about
I'm not saying the rest of the game is, like, downhill from there. Like, there's still cool levels, but...
What's that?
This one is hard to top.
Guess I'd better check it out.
Guess I better check it out. Incidentally, in one of the many reasons that why...
With one of those Tauntauns.
One of the reasons why the Empire Strikes... Super Empire on the Super Nintendo... Okay, Oh no, I didn't mean to kill the Tauntaun. I'm sorry. I feel bad. Okay, but what I was getting at was... Oh! Don't you even think about it. He was going for that cannon. Yeah, now this is the level where the Fourth Lightning is at its best. They're just frying up stormtroopers left and right. And here comes the Wampa, I think. Yeah.
I don't want to hurt you.
Oh yeah, and you do get to slice off its arm if it catches you, but I'm not gonna let it. That's another thing. There's just a lot of freaky things in this level as well. And also the mist. This is a really good touch because you really don't see too far ahead of yourself. So I think that's a dead end. Okay, yeah, the Tauntaun's not very useful. You can just force speed. Okay, now I gotta make my way to that turret. Come on, use it, use it, use it. Because here comes the chicken walker. Yeah.
This isn't what it looked like in the holovids. The weather here must be fierce.
Someone there.
This doesn't look like the holovids. Oh, I threw him inside the walls.
I believe I can fly.
Oh, that was great. Yeah, they can't see. The stormtroopers can't see for shit. Or snow troopers, whatever the hell these are called. Okay, this is another glitch that happens a lot, is the constant falling. Or the falling ghost, I suppose. Okay, I don't remember which way you're supposed to go first. I think there is something you need here. Ah, it was shield. Shield energy. And I think it's a secret area. Ah, just trick minds. Yeah, the weapon in this game that you never use. Oh, and this, by the way, activates the planetary cannon. You know, the one that they used in Empire. Oh yeah, this. Oh, you did have to use this. This unlocks the door downstairs, so you can't actually get into the base before you do that. Although this is just a hangar, actually. Now that I think about it, the base is still. We're still going outside after this. So Empire Strikes Back. You know, it's not my favorite Star Wars movie, but it's top 3 for me at any rate. I kind of teeter between every once in a while whether I like Empire or Phantom Menace more, because people know me that I'm a weirdo that I actually like Phantom Menace. I genuinely do. I think it's a really fun movie. the thing is, I've seen it so many times. That's another thing. Like, when you've seen the movies so many times, like, that's why it's always kind of refreshing. I still find Force Awakens and The Last Jedi kind of refreshing because because I haven't seen them as much as the other ones. You know, I've seen. Well, to be fair, I don't think I've seen Revenge of the Sith that many times, but I also really just don't like Revenge of the Sith that much. It's got, like I said, it's got good points, but you know, it's super dark. It's kind of over the top, and not in a good way. Just in a kind of this is just too much kind of a way. You know, the fight scene between Obi-Wan and Anakin, and it's just so goddamn stupid. Because because that's the point where George Lucas decided, let's put, lightsabers on steroids, basically, and that's what it is. It's the most overindulgent, terrible, movie fight to end all movie fights. It's sort of impressive in just how over the top it is, but not to such a degree that I just talk over one of my favorite parts, where you get to slaughter all these stormtroopers. Oh, that was excessive. Yeah, there's a guy on another one of those turrets.
Why would they be guarding this pile of junk?
Why indeed? Yeah, you gotta be careful with that, because if you blow up the turret, it'll actually do damage to you. Oh yeah, and now we get inside the base from here. You can't keep going in that direction where the snow is, but you'll just come into a dead end, basically. Oh, come on, Jaden, get through the fucking door. Okay, there's... What the hell's blocking me? Yeah, okay, that was weird. I've never had that happen before. Usually, Jaden just goes in by himself. Alright, and this is another close quarters area, so this is another actually good level to use the weapons. So, the weapons are actually pretty effective here. Yeah, I'm gonna let this episode run a bit long because I do want to complete this Hoth episode here. And let's put the sense on, because there's guys down there.
Anything to report? No, sir. Keep sharp. We've lost contact with the perimeter patrols. Could be the storm or Wampas. You don't want one of those things surprising you.
Wow, how did he not notice that? All right, sorry. I wanted to kill all three guys at the same time, but it didn't quite work out. Okay, and here's another one where you can use the turret.
Stay where you are.
And you can actually, that turret is in Empire, but it's the stormtroopers are setting it up when the Millennium Falcon escapes. But they never actually get to fire it, which is kind of... I don't remember if that was just a production fuck-up. Like, there was a lot of things in the Hoth section of Empire Strikes Back that never actually made it into the movie. I know this because I used to, just obsessively read the Star Wars database, which had all these cool little production tidbits about everything in the movies. So it's all now permanently embedded in my head. But I know there is a remnant of that scene where C-3PO, pulls up... pulls a label off a door that's supposed to lead to a holding cell that has a Wampa in it. And he's supposed to use it. It happens during the part when Leia and Han are running around the base, and then part of the base collapses and they have to track back. So that's the reason why 3PO was originally going to be a lot more freaked out when they go back, because he pulled the label off the door that had the Wampa in it. Like that ice monster thing that had Luke. Because they were going to show that the rebels had actually captured a few of the Wampas. But that's another thing that was left out of the movies. Yeah. Yeah. Although that's the other thing, I really love the director of Empire, Irvin Kershner. You know, he's been dead for many years now, but he's the guy who really makes the Empire Strikes Back like commentary worth listening to, because he has this funny way of talking where he like has like these weird pauses, and it causes him to like accidentally say things that sound kind of hilarious, even though he's just saying very basic stuff. Yeah, he's a great guy. I always feel bad for him that Empire is the only thing that people probably know him for. I mean, he did direct the Never Say Never Again, which is the remake of Thunderball, you know, which is my least favorite James Bond movie. The remake is like moderately better, I will say, but still don't like it. Yeah. Even though it has Mr. Bean in it.
You're under arrest.
And a black Felix Leiter. Yeah, it's just not. It's very 80s, but it does. But that's only like a little bit of a. It's a little bit of a redeemer, but not enough to make it a worthwhile movie to watch.
Hold it right there.
Hold it right there. Yeah, this is why the Force Lightning is so good here. Because even if you don't kill all the guys, you will thin out the herd very quickly with it. And yeah, and the boss of this level is the evil Twilight lady that was snaking around the Jedi Temple at the start.
Someone there.
Yeah, at this point it gets a little too easy, I gotta be honest. Although I should. Oh, here. I forgot that we have still this part here.
Command center to Alora.
Alora here.
We've just finished.
Alora, yeah, that's the
rebels
Twilight
must have
lady's
erased
name.
everything during the evacuation.
What an alluring name. Too easy.
And we found Rogue Leader's flight trajectory when he left Hoth. From it, we've been able to determine that Skywalker went to Dagobah.
Dagobah. That sneaky little Jedi.
That never makes any sense to me. Like, it implies that Alora somehow knows that there's significance to Dagobah, but, you know, it's verifiably known to be just a bunch of swampland, and that's the reason why Yoda went there, so... That is some, like, we wanted to really sell how this game is connected to the movies.
Find this Alora.
Yeah. And it just goes a little over the top, like, ooh, Dagobah, that's a big deal, because it was a location in one of the movies. Alright. And I don't want to stick around for too long, because I really don't want to face off against that Wumpa.
Yes, Master. Dagobah. Skywalker didn't mention it in his journals. He must have been trying to protect something.
Well done, my apprentice. Meet me there.
Ah, there's a little bit of, like, you can see the communicator jittering in her hand.
You must be the saber-wielding troublemaker who neutralized our perimeter guard.
That is one of my favorite lines. You must be the saber-wielding troublemaker who neutralized our perimeter guards. Okay, so might be the first, like, actually kinda hard boss fight. I mean, lightsaber fight. I mean, the first rank saber guys, they're so simple. What? It's over! How did I do it that quickly?
We'll meet again. Whelp.
Oh, that's the bug, yeah. She's not supposed to do
can't
that,
wait.
but her head gets stuck like sideways for some reason. I think she's supposed to be looking down at
We
you.
know about Dagobah. Master Yoda hid there, knowing his presence would be masked by the planet's strong dark side aura. If they find it,
Yeah, I don't know what freaking side they siphoned off of from
find anything
Hoth that had force power in it. I suppose it's the spot where Luke had that vision of Obi-Wan.
just as others have reported. Bespin, Endor, Coruscant, everywhere. Kyle, what about Biss?
Rosh hasn't returned. He's long overdue, and we haven't heard from him.
He's been there for at least like 2 hours.
I sense he's still alive.
I'm going to Biss to look for him. I know some people that can get me into some of the outlying Imperial outposts. I'll see what I can find out.
Very well.
So I suppose they're implying the Imperial Remnant is actually still a bit of a threat at this point.
You can help.
Like, the New Republic is a thing, but, like, they're really, like...
Kyle's right. There are still missions for you to undertake. And we can't neglect the training of one of our most promising
Ooh!
students.
Yeah, this is the thing.
Promising?
Level up, I get a new lightsaber style.
We are promoting you to apprentice.
So this actually, this does remind me a lot of Mega Man, actually. That's one of the reasons I really love it. You get to choose the stages, you get a bunch of new powers when you beat the stages. Alright, fast or strong? I'm trying to think of what the levels that were in this one, because fast is kind of useful as an overall style. Like, it's just very practical, but the strong style it becomes very useful in the very final last few levels. So I think I'm gonna go fast. Fast is the safe choice. I know it's not.
Master Skywalker and Master Katan have left the Academy. I have been instructed to provide you with a set of possible missions.
Alright, so here we have 3PO. I gotta check out if this actually is Dominic Armato again, or if they got somebody else to copy Anthony Perkins' voice. Alright, so, Narkrita... Coruscant, this is the robot mission. One of my least favorite missions, and because you have to use the stupid electrical gun on it. Dasan, I don't remember that. Covert operation on Krildor. Oh, rescue! This is the one with the Rancor. Okay, I made up my mind.
Master Katan has informed me that he is continuing his...
Okay, so oh yeah, now I remember. The covert mission is where you get to use where you have to that's where we get to drop the stormtroopers. But I need the force protection then before I go to Biss. I need at least level 2. You know what? It's just too much fun to play around with the Dark Force power, so I'm gonna get Force Grip. And now I get to use... Yeah, you also get more of these weapons the further you get up. So now we're on the second set of levels. They add 2 more weapons to your arsenal. But I'm gonna go with my safe choices, because actually this is a level where you don't really need to use guns a lot. Yeah, so we're saving hostages in this. I love this opening scene. This is so cool. This level is terrifying, but it's also the kind of level that I think I've played so many times now that I've had it memorized.
You know, normally I'm the one going into danger watch, Ant.
Oh, that's that sassy hip. This looked like an animation that was definitely designed for the girl, and it looks really funny now that he's in there, the male Jaden. Okay, but we'll end it there. So until next time, see you then. Bye.